Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Today we are cracking the brand new Scarlet and Violet EX base set. I am super excited about these because this is actually the most exciting base set we've probably seen in a very long time. Normally, a base set of Pokemon cards is kind of bland, kind of boring, no joke. They're just really boring because the Pokemon company tries to introduce people into the new series of Pokemon cards with new mechanics, a little bit more simple, so they don't do anything crazy. But for this set, they definitely went above and beyond. We have alt art cards, we have full art trainer cards, there's art rare cards, so there's a lot of really cool stuff inside of these sets. Of these two sets, the one with the most expensive card and probably the most desirable chase card is actually inside of the Violet base set, which is the Nurse Miriam card. Both the regular full art trainer card as well as the secret rare art version is going for astronomical amounts of money. It's just a really popular character overall. But outside of that, on the Scarlet side, we also have the Penny Full Art Trainer card and the Penny Alt Art card, which is not a bad looking card either. And of course, if you're talking about the Pokemon, there's going to be two big ones inside of this set. It is going to be the Miraidon and Miraidon card. Both of these cards are also going for hundreds of dollars. So there's a lot of really cool cards inside of the Scarlet and Violet base set. This is the Japanese version. The English version will come out in March, but if you do pick up the Japanese booster box, you do get a guaranteed secret rare inside of your booster box. We just pulled the Miriam Full Art Trainer card. Wow. Nurse Miriam, one of my favorite characters from the Scarlet and Violet game. She's a really cool character. Spoiler alert, it's pretty much that you encourage her to become an actual teacher because she is a nurse, and it's just a really cool story. I dig it. It's a really nice looking card too. This might be the most poorly centered Japanese card I've pulled in a while. It's not that bad, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst centering. But for a Japanese Pokemon card, I expect better. What are we talking about here? What a super cool card. I will have to do a price check on this card, but Nurse Miriam, wow, what a cool secret rare card. That's what we're talking about. Major hit in our very first booster box of the Scarlet and Violet set. This is the very first Scarlet and Violet booster packs that we're going to be opening up. A brand new era, a new beginning. 2023, what a great year it's going to be. It's going to be a good year for Pokemon card collectors. If you're collecting Pokemon cards right now, you're probably pretty happy because there's some pretty cool cards in here and I'm pulling them right now. So that's one of our secret rare. We pulled that from the Violet set, which pretty much means there's probably nothing else good inside of the rest of these booster pack, which is one of the annoying things about the Japanese side, is that you get a guaranteed secret rare, but if you pull your guaranteed secret rare, what do you do with the rest of the packs? You could get a second secret rare. So there's always the opportunity to keep cracking open, but usually, as far as I've opened up booster packs, I pretty much always get one secret rare per booster box. So that is a little bit unfortunate, that because of how consistent it is, that, you know, you sort of not, oh, I guess you do get a bunch of other art rares, so that does definitely help. I do like the art rare cards, and all of these cards are, I believe all the art rare cards are Pokemon that are in the Scarlet and Violet era, which makes total sense, right? So why am I saying that? Because in Crown Zenith, we got the Galarian Gallery, but one of the problems I have with the Galarian Gallery is that a bunch of the Pokemon from the Galarian Gallery are not from the Galar region, so it just makes it a little bit weird. But yeah, tons of really cool cards, and of course we are back to the EX era of cards. The English cards are going to look very similar to this. They're going to have the brand new silver or gray border. And yeah, these EX cards look very similar to the XY era of EX cards. Very similar in design. I don't know, I don't love it yet. They do have a couple of new texture patterns on these, but not a ton. I do not love the design. It looks dated to me. Maybe you love it, but yes, the computer-generated art, the Pokemon popping out of the frame, the EX design, all of it just looks like something that's from 6 or 7 years ago to me, personally. But we do get the new art rare cards, and there's quite a few of them. The Scarlet and Violet base set, if you want to pick up these sets, like I said, the more expensive card, the more expensive full art card, is going to be inside of the Violet set. But there are some very cool cards inside of the Scarlet set as well. So don't feel bad if you pick up Scarlet, because there's tons of cool cards inside of it as well. There's just a small difference. Of course, in the English set, we're going to get both. So in Japan, they always release multiple sets at the same time. I don't really understand why. I would not want to have multiple sets. It would just confuse me. And, you know, it adds to set fatigue, because in the Japanese side, they get so many sets in a year, like 8 to 10 sets in a single given year. And that's probably a bit too much. What do I think about these new holo patterns? That's a very interesting holo pattern. The card style looks cool. I actually really like this art style. It looks modern. It looks different. I like that it's very different. You know, sometimes you want to have the art style and frame of the cards and the design of the cards to showcase that, hey, these cards are from the Scarlet and Violet era. Now, I thought about it, and I think it's going to be a little bit weird for a while, because we're going to have yellow border Pokemon cards and gray and silver border Pokemon cards out at the same time. So that got to be kind of weird for competitive play when some of the cards are yellow border and some of the cards are gray border, until we get completely transition into gray border cards. So that's going to take 2 to 3 years, but until then, we're just going to continue to crack open some Scarlet and Violet era Pokemon cards. There's still one more secret rare that I like, but the Nurse Miriam was such a strong start. The big art cards that I want from the Scarlet and Violet set has to be the Ralt, Curlia, and Gardevoir line. That line looks really, really good. That's going to be an easy one for people to want to pick up immediately. Super cool looking cards. Outside of that, of course, the big one, the alt arts, there's so many good ones. Scarlet and Violet is definitely starting off strong with the continuation of these art rare cards. I really dig that they're not giving us a boring set. That's what was my biggest worry for the Scarlet and Violet era, was that the Pokemon Company was gonna cool down for quite a bit and just release a basic set. You know, we have a couple of rainbow rare cards, a couple of gold rare cards, but nothing crazy. But they definitely showed off that the art rare cards have been a massive hit. People absolutely love them. So yeah, we're going to continue to see art rare cards. They look to be continuing to do this for every single new set, which I'm really excited about, because it showcases that the Pokemon Company knows exactly what they're doing. They know what both the players of the competitive scene as well as collectors really want. The art rare cards are super cool. I wonder if we're going to reach a point where we get art fatigue. I hope we don't, because these cards are so great, right? With the art rare, the full art trainers look gorgeous. And of course, there's some major hit. We have the Miraidon EX. Yeah, I do have to say, I like the glitter, but the new holographic patterns and the new design of these cards look dated immediately. They look okay. They look okay at best. They look exactly like the XY era cards. I wish I was kidding, and I can show you guys some designs of the EX era cards, but they look exactly like this. And they weren't huge hits, so the Pokemon Company returning to a group of cards that were not particularly popular just doesn't make too much sense to me. If you want to pick up a booster box of the Scarlet and Violet EX series, I will have linked down in the description to a bunch of different marketplaces where you can pick these up, you know, like Amazon, eBay, and whatnot. How much are these booster boxes currently going for? They're going for right around $90 MSRP, I think. maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. They can go down to as low as $70. That's definitely above MSRP. Japanese booster boxes are still extremely hot and they're selling out. So unfortunately, when I picked these up from overseas, I did have to pay quite a bit for them. Not super expensive, but more than MSRP for sure. And I mean, just shipping from Japan to the United States is like 20 to 30 bucks. So it is kind of what it is. I can't really complain. These are not even meant to be sold outside of Japan. If you look at the back of each booster box, it actually says not for sale in, it says for sale in Japan only. I don't think it says not for sale in international. They just say for sale in Japan only. Yeah, so you're not really supposed to be getting these. They're meant for Japanese collectors only. I've talked to a couple of Japanese collectors, and some of them are definitely a little frustrated by how popular Japanese sets have become. So some of the Japanese sets have almost gone out of reach for Japanese collectors. So that can definitely be frustrating. During the pandemic, so many Pokemon card set launches were just insane. There were lines out the door. Oh, we got the Miraidon EX. So we got both Miraidon and Miraidon. I am pretty happy with that I got both of the brand new mascot cards. That's pretty cool. The big one that we want is going to be the alt art version of both of these cards. I don't know which one is more expensive. I'm going to have to do a lookup. I think Violet is just ever slightly more popular, but both are pretty popular. Both are very popular. And I think it really comes down to the fact, yeah, like, I don't know if I love these cards. Yeah, they look, oh, I don't know, guys. I'm not in love with these designs. Maybe they'll grow on me, but I don't like that design at all. We'll just keep on going. The art rare cards definitely help with the pull rates quite a bit. I love seeing them. There's some really cool ones that we've seen so far. And there's a ton of them. The Pokemon Company is releasing a ton of these art rare cards inside of these sets. So I'm pretty happy with it. We've already seen the set that's going to come out right after this, which, you know, for the first set, they always do the legendaries. They always do the mascot legendaries. And then for the sets after that, they usually do the starter Pokemon. That's how it was done in the Sword and Shield era. I think that was how it was done in the Sun and Moon era as well, but that was, you know, years ago, so I can't recall. But definitely for Sword and Shield, the first set was basically the two legendary Pokemon, Zacian and Zamazenta. And then after that, ooh, we got the brand new Crystallization card. Oh yeah, check out that design. It's completely texturized. Definitely interesting pattern. I dig it. These look a bit better. If they did the regular EX cards in these design, I would love it. I think it would be perfect. But I guess they're only doing these special texturized holographic cards for the crystallized Pokemon. And there's not a lot of them. I think there's only a couple inside of each of these sets. But we pulled one. That's a pretty strong one. So let's keep on going. I should open a couple more of these Scarlet set over the Violet set, since we've already pulled our secret rare from the Violet packs. So yeah, you get 30 booster packs inside of each booster box, and they can be a bit challenging to rip open. The Japanese set, they have a little tear at the very top to help you crack the packs open, but it's not perfect. You can definitely get some finger blisters and some scratches from cracking open these booster packs. You've seen me all cut open some of these booster packs with scissors instead if the booster packs get a little bit damaged, and it's just easier overall if you want to just cut these open with scissors. It's definitely a bit more visceral if you rip them open with your fingers. It can definitely be a bit more mechanically enjoyable, I guess is the word. Oh my god. I gotta love the Dozanzo card. Oh my god, that is so cool. Love the new Pokemon. Some of the new Pokemon design are just perfect. The Scarlet and Violet era Pokemon, I feel like a lot of them have been strong hits. Not all of them. Some of like the bug Pokemons, I would say, are not people's favorite. But that's okay. You can't have every Pokemon be fan favorites, but there's definitely been quite a few strong Pokemon from the Scarlet and Violet era, and that's what you really want to see. You can't have every Pokemon in a new era being fan favorites. Then they can't all be favorites, unfortunately, but yes. In the Scarlet and Violet set, there's enough cool Pokemon that I think there's something for everyone to love. I don't know if this Pokemon is in Scarlet and Violet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I have played the game quite a bit. I've finished the game. I've gone through the whole entire storyline, and I did enjoy it. The game's not perfect. If you played Scarlet and Violet, you understand. The game's not perfect. There's quite a few bugs. There's quite a few moments in the game when the game just lags, and I've had crashes. I think I've had a couple of just straight up game crashes. It's rare, but it does happen. But in general, it's been an enjoyable experience for me. It looks like we got a crystallized Pokemon. Is it the Gyarados? Oh, baby, we got ourselves the Gyarados crystallized card. Lovely, lovely Pokemon. Check that out. Beautiful new artwork. My goodness, definitely, I do like the crystallized cards a little bit better. They did a great job with just adding the right texture patterns to these. These are just going to be so hard to fake because there's so many different texture patterns and they're going all over the cards. There's no way you can really fake it. Yes, can they fake a non-texturized version of this card? Probably, and it will happen. But the Pokemon Company does a good job enough with their technology that for most modern cards, you can usually spot a fake pretty quickly. Some of the vintage fakes are so good. Some of the vintage fakes are so good. But for modern sets, for stuff like this, I feel pretty confident knowing that if you pull a good card or if you buy a good card online, you can tell if it's real or fake pretty darn quickly, which is great, Still waiting on our second secret rare, my goodness. The problem, like I said, is if you open up one of these booster packs, booster box, you get yourself 30 booster packs, but there's only 5 cards inside of each booster packs. So, I don't know, like the amount of effort you go through to crack open each booster packs, it's a lot of plastic and not a lot of cards. And the hits are rare because there's only 5 cards per booster packs. In 30 booster pack, you get 1 secret rare. It's pretty much the same odds as the American booster boxes, but I do enjoy the fact that you do get the guaranteed secret rare. So, that does help. And I think some people did hit a good nail on the head, which is when they said, like, on the English side, for modern English booster boxes, you know, you can collect it, but it's just not really worth the risk of cracking open an expensive booster box like Evolving Skies. There's no point in cracking open a $300 booster box of Evolving Skies because you're not guaranteed anything. You don't know if there's even an alt art card inside of that booster box. If you don't pull an alt art card, that's an instant full loss of your booster box, right? Because the regular ultra rares aren't worth anything. So you really have to pull one of the best cards or you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. All right, back to Scarlet and Violet. I'm still waiting for my secret rare here. I'm getting really into ripping these booster packs open now. I hope I don't accidentally overly... Oh, that's a big one. Okay, it's not the biggest one, but we pulled the first art rare card in the storyline series for the Ralt, Curlia, and Gardevoir. So that's pretty good. I think these 3 will definitely look really good framed. Like I said, because the Gardevoir is an EX card, it is going to be more rare compared to the Ralt and Curlia. So of the 3, I do believe the Gardevoir is going to be the most expensive. And I can check online to show you guys what the prices for these cards are currently going for. We only have like 5 Scarlet sets left. We only have like 5 Scarlet booster packs left. It's got to be in one of these. I kind of want to see what other cards we get. The Nurse Miriam card, this one card is worth more than both booster box. So I love that. I love that the very first booster pack or our second booster pack we open, we already got the total value of both booster box back and more. This card is worth well over the value of both booster boxes. That's insane to me. And these are Japanese collectors. There's quite a few of them. You would think that a lot of full art trainer collectors are men. And you would be right. There are quite a few full art trainer collectors who are men. But I sell quite a few full art trainer cards. And I can tell you, a lot of the people who buy full art trainer cards are also women. It turns out that a lot of people who collect Pokemon cards are just everyone. Everyone just likes full art trainer cards. So yeah, very cool. We're down to like 2 more booster pack. Do we get the full art penny card? That'd be cool. I'm down for that. Do we get the alt art Miraidon or Miraidon, whichever is in the Scarlet set? Of course, I know which one, but that's not the point. We're down to our final 2 booster packs. It's got to be in one of these. We could get a full art trainer card, an alt art card, and you can get full art cards too, so you can definitely get some duds. Don't think every single booster box is going to have like a $100 card. You can definitely get some dud secret rare hits. Oh, that's not the alt art one. See, yeah, you can also get the full art secret rare. So in the secret rare slot for the Japanese side, they also have full art trainer cards. I'm sorry, full art Pokemon cards, which are not nearly as desirable. Still pretty desirable, not a bad card, but not nearly as strong as the alt art. So there's our secret rare from the Scarlet booster box. One final booster pack. What are the odds that we get a second secret rare? It's very low. I'm going to tell you right now, the odds of you getting 2 secret rares in a booster box, I think is super rare. I've opened a ton of Japanese booster boxes, and I can't even remember the last time I pulled 2 secret rares. We still got a ton of Violet booster packs to go over, but I'm going to give my final impressions on the Scarlet and Violet base set. Now, these are the Japanese card, but the English cards are going to look really, really similar. We're pretty much getting the exact same sets in English. So what do I think of this set? I will say the Scarlet and Violet base set is probably going to be the strongest base set that we've seen in a very, very long time. Usually, base sets are kind of boring, and I'm really happy with what they did with the Scarlet and Violet base set. I will say that these sets are really memorable. This is going to be a very fun set to crack open. There's a ton of really cool cards inside, and I will be keeping probably at least 2 booster boxes of the Scarlet and Violet base set sealed for my personal collection. You do not have to do this. I've been over this. Some people love to crack open every single booster pack they get, and that's completely fine. It's just a different take on collecting Pokemon cards. What I like to do is usually crack open one of my booster box in 5 or 10 years, and what I'm really doing is banking joy. That's pretty much what I'm doing, is I get to open up a Pokemon card set that is very, very rare, and that's just a completely different sensation and feeling. So some people like to hold on to their booster boxes, and yes, crack them open well down the line when the sets are just way more expensive. That does not have to be you. If you crack open these sets, I will say you will probably have a darn good time with the brand new crystallized cards, the new full art trainer cards, the new art rare cards, and the new secret rare cards. So there's quite a bit inside of these sets. No rainbow rare cards, by the way. We are completely done with rainbow rare cards. They're done with, and I'm okay with that. We've seen rainbow rare cards for quite a long time. 6 or 7 years straight of rainbow rare cards. So the Pokemon Company is just moving on to a new era. We pulled 2 secret rares, one inside of each booster box. The Japanese sets are very consistent. We made a ton of value. I'm really satisfied with the results from today's pack opening. Got well back my money's worth, and the chase pull of the Miriam 4-art trainer card. I am a 4-art trainer card collector, so I'm very happy with that. Definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the upcoming Scarlet and Violet series, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.